Well, Sam, a point here at home to Fulham. It could have been 3, but for that late equaliser. How did you see the whole 90 minutes today?
Well, I was shocked on the first half performance, but then again, I felt that the occasion was overcoming, and fear was overcoming the players. The way they were trying to play, because they were making the wrong choices. So my job was to change the system first after 20-25 minutes to make sure we didn't go more than 1 goal down. We managed to achieve that, and then changed it again in the second half by putting Mateus in behind the big man in Barmy, which had just got. And I think that asked the players to play a much more simpler style of football, and that style was obviously play to the front man, into feet or chest. If you can't always do that, he'll battle away in the air for it, win the knockdown, get it wide, put it in the box. There's never been a more simpler way to play and a more effective way. The other way, if that's not on, is drop it behind their fullbacks, because the fullbacks are pushed on, and that will expose their 2 central defenders, which in the second half, by using both of those tactics, got us 2-1 in front. May have got us 3-1 in front. And then, unfortunately for us, without Fulham really causing us any real problems, we go and slip up with a massive mistake defensively by allowing Fulham to score a goal on the far post with nobody marking the Fulham player running in from the far side, and that is a huge disappointment for me, because it stopped us getting 3 points today.
Do you think the points shared is a fair result here at the Hawthorns?
Well, you can say fair, whatever you want to do. What matters is we were 1-0 down at half time, and they deserved to be in the lead. They hadn't taken advantage of what they'd created, maybe have scored the luck with the post. But what we did was we created goals and got 2-1 up, and that means that we should have won it in the second half, and we haven't, because it's our fault defensively again. I can't see us getting out of this problem when we have to keep scoring 3 goals to win, and I've been saying that for a long time. I've been trying to coach the defenders for a long time, as often as I could, not as often as I'd like, because of COVID, because of the protocols, because of the games. But I was hoping that the players would have remembered, and I think they remember a lot of it, but the lapse in concentration sometimes, when you've got to have full concentration as a defender at this level for a full 90 minutes, and 1 slip up could cost you, and we saw that today for a 2-2. Maybe if Grant had done a little better towards the end on the far post, maybe took a step back and chested it down rather than trying to head it when he was stretching, we might have got that goal. We certainly nearly got the third when the ball went across the line, and we all thought it was going to go in off the far post, and it just sneaked wide past the post. So didn't lose, I'm glad to say. Spirit in the second half, fantastic. Fight back, really good. Got back in front. But again, 1 goal conceded in less than 10 minutes again, and that has to stop. It was my first instruction today to the players. Now go out and make sure the first half an hour is, if we can score, great, but if we can't, make sure it's 0-0. And again, and I thought that was poor defensive work again. So I'll have to keep working on that.
Just finally, Sam, you gave a debut to Mbaye Diagne today. What did you make of his 45 minutes?
Well, he arrived about 8:30 last night from Turkey. Only met the lads today around 1 o'clock, and was desperate to get on the bench. In fact, if I'd have said go and play from the start, he would have done. But I felt it had to be from the bench, and I thought that if the lads go well today, and the first half goes well, that maybe give him half an hour. Because my biggest fear would be when you're excited and travelling all that way, when the transfer is happening, is if you put the player on the pitch and he fatigues, he may injure himself, which would be the last thing we wanted. But it was a necessity to put him on at half time, and I think everybody saw the benefit. I haven't seen Mateus Pereira with as much of the ball in the opposition's final third as I've seen this second half ever since I've been here. So he benefited from it. The Wide men benefited from it. Midfield players got farther up the pitch. Back four could get up on the halfway line, and we really put Fulham under some severe pressure, I'm glad to say.